Hell yes, it's been a while since I made a video. The title of this video is Israel, what is the end game? I'm I'm lost for words at times when I see some of the images and the videos that appear on my Facebook feed and in other places showing what's being done in Gaza. I have to ask myself sometimes, am I even living on this planet? I just cannot believe what I'm seeing. It's what is the end game that Israel is hoping to achieve with all this? What's in it for them? What's in it for the Christian Zionists in America and elsewhere who support this behavior? Now, I'm not saying that Israel doesn't have the right to exist or Israel doesn't have the right to defend itself. But when you have a situation where someone has all this weaponry and all this firepower and the other side doesn't, that makes you a tyrant. That's just the end of it. It doesn't make you defending on yourself. It just makes you a murderer, really, a bully, a thug, a criminal. And I have Israeli friends. I know lots of Jewish people. I'm related to Jewish people, and they're not like this. So who are these people standing on these buildings on the banks of the outside the wall cheering as these bombs land? What drives you to do this? It's impossible for me to grasp this. I can understand where people are put into a situation where they're fearful. And this brings us around to what Israel actually is. Israel is a cult compound. It's a cult compound for Zionists. Anyone who's ever been attacked by a cult like I have in 2012 will know that occult members have no decency. They're unable to put the brakes on, and they're unable to see the hypocrisy of their own behavior. They think because there is a spiritual mandate to what they do, that it makes it okay to savage another human being or anyone who's close to them. They believe that this is their right. And this is because the psychopathic cult leadership at the top creates this mindset within them. And that's exactly what's going on in Israel. As some of you know, I've asked for a complete boycott of Israel products, and I see a link down below to how to get an app for your iPhone so you don't buy anything from Israel. Yes, I know it's probably a shallow gesture, but it's the best I can do. I'm nobody. And it's probably the best most of us can do, in the hope that what happened in South Africa will happen with the Israeli government, that eventually their own corporations and producers will turn around and say, look, this is hurting our bottom line. We have to do something and stop it. I know it's not solving the problem, but it's getting them to modify their behavior so they don't do it. Again, what is the end game? What's the payoff? What do Israelis think they're giving to their children, their grandchildren, and their great-grandchildren? They're only guaranteeing them that they will live in a prison camp for the rest of their lives. They're living in a walled ghetto, because with each Palestinian they kill, and forget about Hamas. I fucking have no time for Hamas. I've no time for even the idea of a Palestinian state. I don't wave the Palestinian flag any more than I wave any other flag. I'm an anarchist, and I believe in that, governments are fundamentally evil just by their nature. But what do they think they're achieving by this? What do they think they're achieving? Do they think that future generations of Palestinians who say lost their great grandmother in the current attacks when she was a little girl, or of 19 or 20, or even her children, babies who have nothing to do with it? What do you think? Do you think it's okay to do this? We all know the Holocaust was evil, but does this justify this? I mean, how are Palestinians responsible for this? I saw one piece of shit on an Irish group say that there was Palestinians in the SS, so therefore they deserve it. Well, it was Irish and every other race in the fucking SS. Does that mean we have to kill everyone forever? I just don't get it. I just don't get this mentality of why they think they're doing their children, their grandchildren, their future generations a favour by behaving like this. There is no end game. The end game is perpetual war, just like Goldstein's book in 1984. That's what it is. And if you're an Israeli watching this, do you really want to be known as? Do you really want to be hated for this? The whole world hates Israel right now. I'm not talking about Americans. They're gone. They live in a world of propaganda. I'm talking about I'm not talking about all Americans. I'm talking about like the average middle American. But everyone else is like, you have no friends. Do you want to live like this? I don't understand it. And I probably never will, but Israel, the fuck is wrong with you?